I miss him so much. I wish there was something that I could have done.
A grieving family targeting Boeing and the FAA, saying that they must be held accountable for the pair of 737 MAX crashes. I'm Joyce Taylor with Mark Wright. Good evening. This family is taking legal action now, alleging a conspiracy between the aircraft manufacturer and the regulators who were supposed to ensure safety.
They're still reeling from their loss and spoke with us today in Seattle. Ted Land joins us with more. Ted?
346 people have died in Boeing 737 MAX crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia. It can be easy to get caught up in the technical details of what went wrong, but it's important to remember hundreds of families are aching for answers. Here's how a victim's family with ties to Washington is fighting back.
I feel so privileged that I got to see my brother just the day before the crash.
Zacharias Shenkut's brother, 48-year-old Mulugeta Asfa Shenkut, was among 157 people who died when an Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 slammed into the earth minutes after takeoff in March. Shenkut, a father of three, traveled throughout Africa, working on clean water projects, and was heading out on another of his business trips when a suspected technology failure on the Boeing jet caused the pilots to lose control.
You know, they have a lot of questions, these kids. None of us are able to answer.
Shenkut's brother, Sintayu Windham-Sikayan, who lives in Blaine, filed a lawsuit against Boeing, alleging the company sold a product that was not safe. They also filed a claim seeking hundreds of millions of dollars in damages from the FAA. The lawsuit alleges a conspiracy between Boeing and the FAA during the certification process. The family and their lawyers argue the manufacturer and regulators rushed certification and overlooked important safety steps to satisfy shareholders.
I want this to unfold so that we see justice down the line and we see people being accountable for what has happened.
Boeing declined to comment on the lawsuit Monday. CEO Dennis Muhlenberg has apologized to victims' families during multiple on-camera appearances over the past few months.
We are sorry for the pain these accidents have caused worldwide.
Shenkut's relatives question the company's sincerity.
I actually ache when I see that. It actually brings the pain back again and again and again.
This family is planning to file another lawsuit, and that one would be against the FAA. That could happen in the coming months. Their damages claim, it's a first step toward a lawsuit, alleges the government violated several air safety regulations. The FAA did not respond to a request for comment today.
So, Ted, didn't Boeing just recently announce $50 million for the families?
They did, and that's overall there will be $100 million in financial assistance for these families for Ethiopia and Indonesia crashes. Lawyers for the family I spoke with today say they have not yet received an offer of assistance from the company. Money aside, they say they want to make sure the missteps that led to this crash will never happen again.